So people that are into mining and that sort of thing, all they would have to do is dump this on a separator, take the ash out. And
what are we seeing on the screen here? Is this sulfur?
This, the round yellow object is a ball of sulfur.
Okay.
This is one of millions.
Okay. And so if they went out there, they could pick up all that stuff out there.
That's right.
But the whole thing, now, can you show the top left picture up there? This is actually the walls of Sodom and Gomorrah, that we're going to be seeing?
The walls of a building, and you can see the windows of it. Now that one there is a different picture. This is part of a public building.
Okay.
And you can see the archway, the entrance inside, and there's some open chambers in these.
All right, he's going to show us more pictures, actually rolling a video here. We're going to roll a video and see there.
I'll describe this. This is it. Now if you look right in the center, just above the middle of the picture, you see windows there, and you see walls. This is a city rendered in ash, or reduced to ashes, just like it says in 2 Peter the 6th, 2nd chapter in the 6th verse. It says he made them an ensample, which translated out means visual, something you can see as proof that he burned those cities. You're looking at a ziggurat. At this point in time, it's a modified pyramid, and this thing is, 90% preserved. And there's walls out there, there's gates, there's sphinxes, and all of the things that early Canaanite cities displayed, or parts of the city, are there. Now here you see pilasters. That's those columns that rise along the wall. Now, people that are into construction would know what a pilaster is. It's basically a place where they thicken the wall to give it lateral support, so it won't be so easily shoved over by battering rams and this sort of thing.
Now, this looks like it's covered with something, though. It's coated. Is that ash?
That's ash. That is correct. Now, Canaanite city walls were double walls. Now what we're looking at here is a chunk of this compressed ash, and the little dots in there are balls of sulfur. They're just like
brimstone.
They're brimstone, right? In the dictionary, if you look up the word brimstone, it's sulfur, plain and simple. And all of this has been on fire. So
what kind of heat would it take to do that? I mean, what are we talking about when he destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah?
This would produce 5,000 to 6,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
Like a hydrogen bomb, maybe, or
not quite that much, but it definitely burnt everything out there. Now, in this picture, you see us pointing to one of these little nodules. The one you saw earlier on was one of these nodules with the crust taken away. Inside is a 95% pure ball of sulfur. And things that come into the atmosphere from outside become spherical. So this shows it came in, it was rained on the cities. Now this is the remains of a sphinx. These were popular items back in ancient history. They would take the body of a bull or a lion, these were the popular things, and put the person's face on it.
The person, that would be maybe the king.
Whoever the king was, or the emperor, the big boy.
The big boy.
The place where the buck stopped, or whatever.
All right. Oh my goodness, this is so exciting, and there's so much to go, really. Would you take this ark apart?
Sure.
Let's go back and talk a little more about the ark. This is so incredible. By the way, while he's taking the ark apart, they have a video now that is about Sodom and Gomorrah.
That's right.
And
yes.
can they buy this from you?
They can, yes.
Okay. And is there an address? Or why don't you just give?
I'll give that to you, and if they want to buy one, if they'll get in touch with you, sure, that'd be nice.
Okay. Let's, for the sake of time here, would you talk about the ark here a little bit and explain why
Okay,
it's
Susan.
sectioned this way?
Basically, what we have done, we have spent 16 years working on this. Now, we have taken chemical samples and had chemical analysis done. We have scanned it with 4 types of metal detectors. We have done core drilling, and we have used subsurface interface radar systems, which, by the way, geophysical survey systems in Hudson, New Hampshire, in their information packet that they send out to prospective customers, they have a clip on this boat. Mm-hmm. And the fact that it is a man-made object, they don't say it's Noah's Ark because in the scientific community you're thought of as being rather naive if you're not smarter than God or smarter than the Bible.
They don't know, no, anyway.
Yeah, bless their hearts. If I had been raised in a similar circumstance, I'd have been of the exact opinion. Anyway, there's room for approximately 1,200 animals in this boat. Mm-hmm. And it appears from the size of the stalls and cages that Noah took young animals on, freshly weaned.
Okay. And we always think of them as full-grown, mature animals, right. But they probably were not.
The smart thing to do would have been just that, because baby animals or young animals are much easier to handle. Mm-hmm. They require less space and they require less food.
Yes.
Right, which was an important factor there.
All right, let's play some of that clip. We had another clip of some stills from the mountain where the ark actually sits. And Steve, whenever you're ready with those, you can go ahead and show them. Now, I know up on the mountain, though, what we're going to see in the stills, we don't see this bit of superstructure.
That's right.
And this is what I'm holding up here is the top, actually. So is the whole top off of the ark as well? Well, it has
fallen in, and we found parts of it. And the Bible says that it had one window, or shofar, or light source, in the top, finished within a cubit, round about. And so that meant that it had these, and apparently they could close these during the bad weather. Okay. And it was such a tight area that Noah had to take part of the top off to look around and see the mountains.
All right, let's go ahead and show some of those photos here. Maybe you can tell us what we're seeing.
Okay, this is the first time this boat formation appeared in human history, modern human history. This was taken by Gary Francis Powers in the U-2 when he was doing a survey of Russia and eastern Turkey, areas that Russia could quickly overrun. And the idea was that they could take later aerial surveys and compare the two to see if there had been any missile emplacements built and that sort of thing. Now we have satellites, so they don't have to worry about that. This is one of my favorite shots of the remains of the boat, and on the near side there, if you look carefully, you can see rib timbers all along at even intervals.
How big around would those timbers have been?
They are roughly 25 inches by 23 inches. They're rectangular, and of course they're shaped into the hull of a boat. Now this is one with ribbons on it. With our electronics, we located the structure of the boat down under this covering, and we laid tapes out on top of these structures to give a person an idea of what the inner structure looks like.
The ribbing, how many people actually have been on this site doing this kind of work? I mean, we see a few of them here in the picture.
These are Turkish individuals that I hired to help with the work.
Do you not get a lot of people hanging around, though, the Turkish government and whatever, to find out what
you have to have observers. A lot of people have stolen a lot of very valuable things from Turkey over the years, and so I invite somebody out there even more than they send. Like, for example, there's a military officer I keep out there. Now this, Susan, is in my opinion, it gives a person a good idea of what the inner structure of Noah's Ark looks like. When we excavate that, and the Lord willing that will take place this coming summer, you will see something similar to this. This is the ribs and the keel timber of a boat.
Now, we're not looking at Noah's Ark here.
Not.
We're looking at another boat.
Okay,
and that's this same picture here,
right,
though.
the same part of the boat, and this is exactly what is inside the boat, except we have rooms, stalls, and cages and stuff in the boat that show up on our radar, whereas this one hadn't been finished to the point that it had the rooms and stuff in it. The
Have you been
storage
able to be
areas.
down inside it? I know they said there was such a split across what would be the top of the boat. And
right. We were able to measure from the top of the remains to the bottom, where it, hit the clay pan under where the boat had rested.
What is this?
All right, this is a piece of the deck timber. Now, this stone here, or this fossil, some folks, bless their heart, have said that I made this. Now, we have taken this over to Teledyne Allvac. We have a thin section of it being done at some universities, which I won't give the names of until later. But this is a laminated piece of deck board. It has an adhesive or a glue that has survived all these years and is still intact, except that it is fossilized. So Teledyne Allvac, who produces rocket engines and this sort of thing, there is a high amount of aluminum, titanium, manganese, molybdenum, vanadium, and some of these space-age metals in these things, and they do all of this work, for free, because they are able to investigate the technology. Now, at the university where they did this analysis, electron microscopic analysis, in finding all of this stuff, there's nothing on planet Earth like this other than the remains of Noah's Ark. And so they put it through what they call the extraterrestrial set of analyses, which means that this stuff, they associate it with things from outer space.
Why do you think, with Gary Power's photo, why do you think nobody else seemed to jump on that and go out there with all kinds of equipment?
Well, they did. In 1960, Susan, a group of people went out there. They blasted and dug through the gunnels of the boat and saw nothing they recognized as fossilized wood. Now, I talked to all but one of these individuals that went out there, and all of them said, we found some very strange stones. They were in the shape of timbers, but they didn't have any growth rings, so they couldn't have been wood. Well, see, they didn't think that pre-flood the conditions that produced growth rings were not there, and they were actually looking at fossilized wood. And had they taken samples and had them looked at under electron microscopes, they would have seen the other parts of wood that would have shown what it was, and that's what we have done.
Well, with Noah and his family, I would think if all that was left for me on a world that had been wiped out in water, I think I probably would have taken a lot of things off the boat then, and if not the wood itself, if possible, to construct homes. Is that not a possibility?
Well, that is a logical projection of the situation they were in. The ballast material in here was tailings from metal production, and so I don't know if they simply used it because it was denser and therefore heavier and would have made better ballast, or if they were thinking in terms of having a ready supply of metal post-flood. Now, we have found the remnants of Noah's home, and there's inscriptions and things that, in archaeology, if you have physical remains in a local tradition, few people argue the point. But if you have inscriptions, nobody argues the point once they have seen this stuff.
And this is around the world, though, isn't it? I mean, there are stories about a flood, an incredible flood, all over the world, not just in the Turkish mountainsides.
That's right. That's exactly right. So anyway, Noah's home was built of rocks and timbers for the roof is the typical, I guess, prototype of the type buildings that folks live in out there today. In fact, these people burn dry cow manure for fuel, and I suspect that maybe Noah did that on the boat, you know, when they cooked. And contrary to what one might think, this stuff is odorless and very good even burning fire.